to basically admit some kind of defeat in a war that we were winning.
Furthermore, Bloom stresses that only 33 Israeli hostages are set to be released. On Wall Street, the Dow down by 140 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Right now, with an important alert, home title fraud is one of the fastest growing white-collar crimes in the country. Criminals can make millions on your house without you even knowing it. Michael, you were one of those criminals?
Yeah, that's right. I was responsible for about $16 million in equity theft and title fraud.
Wow.
And to be honest, it was easy to do. It's just paperwork. So by the time you find out what's happening, the equity in your home is already gone.
So how do you keep your property and equity safe? For more, here's Action News reporter Ron Stevens.
Well, Monica, an in-depth investigation found there's actually just one company that prevents this type of crime from happening: Equity Protect. Equity Protect scans, monitors, alerts, and most importantly, protects you from any attempts to tamper with or steal your home equity and ownership 24 hours a day. Other companies merely monitor. Equity Protect stops the crime from happening. Find out if you're already a victim or take a free risk assessment today at equityprotect.com. That's equityprotect.com.
A New York legislature proposal could make it a crime for people to wear face masks to harass or threaten someone.
The bill would create the crime of mass harassment under the state's existing harassment laws and contains several exemptions for people who wear masks for medical reasons or during cold weather. Civil liberties groups have pushed back against mask bans and said this proposal is too vague and could result in selective enforcement against people expressing free speech rights. It's not clear how the bill will fare in the state legislature, but Governor Kathy Hochul expressed willingness to consider such proposals. John Scott reporting.
A man who survived being shoved onto subway tracks ahead of an oncoming train in New York City says that in spite of the trauma, he eventually plans to make his way back to the train. Joseph Linsky said that New York is his home and he won't be intimidated. News and analysis at townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters reporting. Pakistan's legislature is moving a controversial bill that will give the government sweeping controls on social media. BBC correspondent Ambarazan Athirajan reports.
Journalist organizations in Pakistan say the bill has been passed without proper consultation. They are concerned that any content critical of judges, the armed forces, or other authorities may be blocked from social media. But the government argues that the sole purpose of the bill is to stamp out fake news.
The move by the government to pass the bill comes nearly a year after Pakistan blocked the X platform ahead of an election that the opposition party of imprisoned former Prime Minister Imran Khan said was rigged. X is still blocked in the country, although many people use virtual private networks to access it like in other countries with tight internet controls. More at townhall.com.
The following is an America Matters Media production. The views expressed do not necessarily represent those of the station or its advertisers, although we think they should. But that's the opinion of America Matters Media.
All right, what's good? What's good? What is good? Let me turn down my music. Hold on.
Happy Friday, Reno.
Got to get back over here and turn this down. But what is good? Happy Friday. Happy Friday to y'all.
Yes.
It is a free-flowing Friday. We was here earlier this morning at 7 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time, but now we are here again, free-flowing Friday night, p.m.
That's right. Party
7
never
o'clock.
ends.
Yeah, it never stops. That's 7 o'clock. But yeah, it is a beautiful day. I hope everybody's still day somewhere, but it also is nighttime here. We are in Reno, broadcasted live out of Reno, Nevada, streaming worldwide and nationally on Facebook, of course, on America Matters Media page, and also all the link that we share out there every day. and all the folks that's tuning in worldwide. So shout out to everybody that's listening. 93.7. Got my lovely wife with us, LT, the life coach.
That's me.
Myself, Grand Mingus.
That's you.
And also we have some guests in the building over here.
All right, let's get it.
The young man himself, Mr. Harvey Costello.
Yes, indeed.
All right. And Mr. Lanze Beecham.
Yes, sir.
And also, the main thing is that we have, I call it a free-flowing Friday night spick and span clean comedy on air.
All right.
Yeah, I came up with that. I need to get a
Listen.
shirt for that one right there.
Spick and span.
Spick and span,
Do they
because it's
still
clean
have spick and
comedy
span,
on
honey?
air. People are driving around. This is rush hour out here in Reno. So we want to get an opportunity for everybody to say hello, Reno. Introduce yourselves. There's a lot of folks on here. I never ran this many folks at one time on the back. So y'all please bear with me. I hope everybody can hear us. But welcome. I have Mr. Daryl, the real deal. What's happening? How you doing?
Welcome.
How you doing, man? Glad to be here. Happy New Year
Absolutely.
to everybody.
Absolutely.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Mr. Tommy D. How you doing?
A little chilly here in Florida tonight, but I'm happy to be here with y'all in Reno and around the world.
Oh man, I know
Chilly
y'all.
in Florida. Who
They
thought
getting
you'd
the
hear
news
that?
from the
Yeah.
bitches, right? You thought that was y'all in
Gee.
Alaska. Mr. Bobby Benavides. How you doing, man?
What's going on, Bobby Benavides? That's right.
Yes, sir.
Had track coach called me Benavides once. I'm glad you got that
Uh-oh.
right. Thank you.
Yikes.
That sounds like something you don't want to.
No.
That sounds like something you catch.
See, I'm very
Benavides.
sensitive about my name too, so I do
Yes,
understand.
indeed.
You know, and is it L.A. or La? Mr. Josh Preston. Unmuted. Is it you or me? Hold on, let me try it on this end. Nope. You got to unmute yours. Nope, can't hear you yet.
Uh-oh.
It says mute.
Nope.
Oh man, we're gonna have to give you a couple of seconds to figure that. Okay, try it now. Yep.
There you go.
Can you hear me now?
All right.
Can I hear you now?
Okay.
Yes, I can hear you now.
I blame Tommy D because Tommy D said to unmute me, so I blame that to mute, shall I say? So Tommy D told me to do that. So now I'm already getting sabotaged early.
So is it LA or is it just LA like you from LA?
It's LA Josh Preston, comedian out of Roanoke, Virginia. East Coast time is 10 p.m. So I'm a little sleepy.
Ooh,
So
Gotcha.
just bear with me a little bit. That's all.
No, thank you for giving us your time. That's
No
diamonds and pearls, because time is money. I understand, but we really appreciate you guys and investing that time with us. We queued up with the Minguses. Really appreciate that.
Yes, we do.
Mr. Matt Harris, how you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Man, thank you. Now, Miss Brenda, can you hear us? Uh-oh.
Yeah, of course I can. I slid into home plate. I was like, I gotta go. They were hanging out with the governors and everything of Nevada, and I was like, yeah, it is so nice to meet y'all, but I really gotta go.
Right. But Brenda Brown, the co-host for us tonight, it's a blessing. You are, truly a blessing in building this lineup as well. We like to say quality up and coming entertainers. I hope everybody don't, feel offended with that until y'all super, and I can't talk to you no more. You'll be like, well, I don't think they're going to chop it up with this no more. We can't say you up and coming. You're always going to be quality, but we just can't say you up and coming.
Making that A-list Hollywood money.
Right. But it's, we like to say, I love the rookie card era because when it's time and it's seasoned and you get to build relationships, my card is worth way more than the most recent anybody can get because we grow with each other.
That's right.
So that's the most positive thing about that and networking. And since we have this technology, I never thought I'd be on the back end doing anything but blowing up a computer. But we good.
He's engineering a whole show.
Man.
Congratulations.
But thank you guys for, coming. The first hour is just pretty much getting to know everybody. Second hour is when we'll spend the 5 minutes if you guys would like. It's not a force, but if you would like to do your 5 minutes of clean comedy material, there are plenty of people that will be listening live now.
Right.
streaming in on the link nationally, worldwide, and also on 93.7 here in Reno, Nevada. And we have about a 35-mile radius, I do believe, a strong connectivity.
That's right.
So, I mean, we do some
You
heavy.
know what? I just have to jump in here as co-host of this show. Everybody on the screen has 5 minutes because I've been waiting all week to hear it. I have
All
been
right.
like, okay, I know this is going to be good, and
All right.
everybody on the screen is going to make me proud.
Absolutely,
All right.
absolutely. So that's how it's going to go between us. How usually the format is, we play commercials. We're not going to do that tonight. This is a special segment. So we're just going to play one song for the commercial break, so it'll give everybody a time to breathe and stuff like that. We play quality up and coming entertainers, new music, a lot of the music that you may hear on the radio and all that other stuff with the mainstreams. That, you know, like I said, if you're cool with that, you're cool. But we got a lot of artists around the world and from all genres that need to shine their light just as much as anybody else. And it ain't pay to play for us. It's just pay your way. So, you know, as far as anything, it's all care to share. One thing right now, a quick note. If everybody can go to the social media Facebook page, America Matters Media. America Matters Media, that's where we are streaming live from. Do me a favor, like the video. You can place a comment in the section and please share. That's how we all can grow. With numbers like this, we can push 10,000. You know what I'm saying? So if everybody can do that, and then, you know, hey, it's a rerun. You can always go in and replay.
That's right.
But America, M-A-R, so somebody help me.
America Matters, all
America
one word.
Matters Media.
Media.
Yeah, and it's a Facebook Live. That's where we are now, and it's streaming live to their folks. It is syndicated in different areas around the nation. We just don't have a list of that. I'm sorry. But at our same time, Grand Mingus Promotions, we heavy in that. So we promote all the time around the world. So, you know, thank y'all so for that. So yeah, this will help. So yeah, my wife wanted to raise her hand real quick. You good?
No, I'm not raising my hand.
All right, so
I'm not raising. Nope, not raising my hand.
This is like, you
I'm
know,
good.
it's so many people here. I was watching the other day. Somebody put the shoes, you know, when you went any, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by a toe, if and how let him go, any, meeny, miny, mo. And I was like, wow, that was classic. It's this many people right now.
Oh, you want them to?
No,
you
so
want
I'm
them
gonna go any, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by a toe. Okay, Mr. Bobby.
Oh, you're it.
You're it.
Please introduce yourself. Tell us how you got into comedy and anything else you'd like for us to know.
Yeah, well, hey, again, thank you for having me. I'm Bobby Benavides. I live in West Virginia. Started doing, pretty cold over here too. I started doing comedy in 2017. Had a friend of mine knew that it was a childhood dream and I never pursued it. And he just said, hey, you got an opportunity, go ahead and jump on a mic, give us 10 minutes. And I said, okay, let's do it. So I did 10 minutes and then I had people who liked it and they asked if I'd do more. I said, I guess I'll try. I just kept going. And I made the stupid decision of having somebody say, hey, can you do an hour? In the first 3 months of me doing comedy, they said, can you do an hour? I said, let's try it. That was stupid, but it was fun at the same time. I'm just glad that the people who were in the audience had never been to a live comedy show before, so it kind of made it better for them. But
so why was it stupid? Did you bomb or you just didn't know how to stand up there that long?
Yeah, I've always done public speaking and all that stuff, but this is my first time doing I did 10 minutes and then I jumped right into doing an hour. I mean, stand-up comedy. I mean, that was something that, you know, for me, you don't say no to an opportunity, but it's also something you just don't, you know, I had to do a lot of reading, a lot of studying, watching a lot of specials, learning how to write jokes really, really quickly and hoping that they worked. And I mean, at the time they worked, you know, I mean, I had about 130 people in the audience in my first 1 hour show. But yeah, it was definitely not something you do ever. Never recommend that to anybody.
First off,
never, ever. But I had to do it because I don't say no, and I learned very quickly I should have. So.
Right on.
Right on.
Right on.
All right.
You
Well,
know,
Yeah, go ahead.
Bobby, so it's good to see you live on stream. I've been after you for a little bit to actually get you up here. So I'm glad one way or the other you joined us. So
Yeah.
everybody clap it up for Bobby.
What's up,
But
Bobby? Bobby.
what keeps you in comedy? How long have you been in it, and what keeps you?
So, what keeps me, listen, I love making people laugh. That's it. I've always loved making people laugh. I got into a lot of trouble doing it in middle school and high school. And now I get paid to do it. So that's fun. But it's one of those things where it's like doing the joke, making people laugh is bringing joy into people's lives. Like that's where my heart is. So it's, if I know that in the world where chaos is ensuing, people feel like things are shaking, at least I can make someone smile and bring some joy into their life for that little bit of time that I'm in front of them. And that's kind of that's what keeps me moving. So.
Hey, that sounds
Yeah.
like a great thing. The Minguses, I am so happy to be here with y'all. What y'all think about that?
Oh, that's a good story right there, because
Right?
it starts with a passion. That's how I always say, the main thing is we lead with our passions, we can be happy about what we do.
That's right.
And the
Absolutely.
other part is the boldness. And then you saying you went up there and you did your thing, but you went up there, so that's encouragement. I mean, one thing I know about the comedy scene is very hard, and you got to have them. We on the radio. Spanish word,
The huevos.
Yeah.
I said the one last week, and everybody looked at me like, "Dog, did you just say the BALLC word?"
The courage, maybe, honey.
Okay, but
the fortitude.
Yeah, appreciate that story, man. Thank you for that. And it's always another side too. Before you get up on the stage, who are you?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you guys? First, we are all human beings. We people. We work. My wife and I was talking about it earlier. Keith Sweat was
a postman.
A postman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we all have everyday lives, but then when we get all fancy and made up, we start to look rich, but we already rich with our talent and our gifts and everything else. So the wealth is coming. Not saying y'all ain't wealthy. Y'all probably, if you got it, hey, I need $1 million.
We're not listening. We're not counting. We're not checking wallets or pockets here.
Everybody look rich. Look wealthy too. I ain't checking no pockets. No, but thank you, man. Appreciate the story, man. Appreciate your story.
Yeah.
Are y'all ready for some funny?
Huh?
Isn't he going to do his 5 minutes?
No, that's going to be on the second hour.
Second hour.
Yeah, that's the second hour.
Look at me.
Yeah,
I'm just so excited.
No,
Sorry.
So what we would like to do is kind of chop it up with everybody, get a feel, and warm up, and then we can all kind of have a topic and hear about whatever we can think about, a funny topic. My wife
Or
likes
just
to
let
pull
them
up
do their set.
or do your set. It's
however
up to
you want to roll.
You are the co-host. What would you like to do?
I would love to hear this 5 minutes from Bobby. I have been all week, man.
She's waiting. She's waiting. So what we're going to do is we're going to play one song to give Bobby an opportunity to warm up. I think that would be fair. And
that'd be great.
Get in about a good 3 minutes, because a certain song or whatever. I don't know. Let me pick one here. And I like this one. So we're going to play a song real quick. And this is a quality up and coming entertainer, Lisi, from out of Las Vegas. So, always support these quality up and coming entertainers, and we'll holler back at y'all in a few. Stay in the queue.
Hey.
Baby, come slide, come slide, come slide. You know I need that good love. I'm ready for you to run it back. You consistent and I see that. I've been having withdrawals, I need a rehab. I need you to come over. Got me drunk in love even when I'm sober. I'm Beyonce, you my hope. When we kiss, I lose all my composure. Got some eagles in my cup, feeling no way. I need you to hurry up. Get up your line, you already know what's up. Though. Got me addicted and I can get enough. No, I can't help myself when it comes to you. Baby, Baby, come slide. Come slide. Come on over. Come slide. Come slide.
It won't take much for me to slide on you. Just say the word and I'll make time for you. The woman of my dreams, she rockin' Celine. Remind me of Diana Ross, but you know you supreme. Dinner for two, we had the peppermint. So fine like red wine, baby, you elegant. See, I don't need nobody else, cause you the one for me. But girl, I'm driven, so you gotta keep up with the speed. The only goal is have you singing like Mariah or Alicia Keys, cause this girl on fire. Different positions, we rotate like tires. We ain't got a planet, let the universe guide us. I kill that body like 10 Michael Myers. My touch got the Midas, my flow like diamonds. I seen the text come through and got excited. I was like, yeah, perfect time.
Baby, come slide. Come slide. Come on over. Come slide. Come slide. Come slide. Come on over. Slide.
I think the mic that needs to be on is mine, huh?
Hey.
Hey. We are back. We are back. You guys are queued up with the Minguses right here on 93.7 FM KPF. America Matters Media, America Matters Radio, broadcasted to you live out of Reno, Nevada.
And it looks like we have one more comedian that has joined us.
Yes. I can't pronounce
We don't want to mispronounce
Yeah.
your name. Can you
Miss
please
Moore.
tell us your name?
But I thought I saw a message. She was at work. I'm not sure.
Oh.
But I think she's listening.
Oh,
But-
she's tuned in, but not turned
Yeah,
on.
but-
Okay,
but
got it.
We can give
I'm multitasking.
All right.
There she
I'm
is.
multitasking.
She's
Wait,
multitasking.
can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
You can hear me? Yes.
Yes,
Yep.
ma'am.
No. Yes. Okay. I
Oh, she
am
can
like
hear us.
4 minutes from walking out of the door, but I
Oh.
am dressing.
No, we understand. We understand.
It's Frederica. What?
Frederica. All right.
Frederica. Now I won't
She-
tear your name up all week.
Frederica.
Bear with me. But thank you. We can hear you. We will wait for you. We are here
Yeah.
until
I
9
let y'all call
o'clock.
me by my government.
Absolutely.
I've been in the studio since 9 o'clock. Y'all not gonna do me that. I was there at 9:02. It might be CP time, but it was 9:02.
Right.
Well, that's still within
I
the
was in the
5-minute
studio waiting on
window.
the song to be played.
And that's my fault because I never had that many people on here before, and I had to scroll down and I looked and I said, "Wait a minute, what's this over here to the right?" And I scrolled and I saw you, and I'm like, "Oops,
Oh,
she been
okay.
here. She been
All
here."
right.
So
Hey, at
my
least
fault.
it's
Wonderful.
okay.
Wonderful.
I still got. I'm about to listen to his 5 minutes while I get her dressed in these 5 minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna announce that real quick. And Mr. Bobby, we have a certain format we're just gonna stick to real quick so we can get to everybody an opportunity to chop it up real quick. And then on the second hour, we all just gonna knock it out. So it's just like play a song and then get up next, and and we'll knock it out. So it just helps us keep the timing and things like
That's
that. And
right.
I appreciate everybody for that. So Mr. Josh Preston, we was hollering at you real quick.
All right.
Yes, sir. So how's everything down where you are right now?
Oh, it's going great. It's going great. It's almost 10:30.
It's almost
here in Roanoke, Virginia.
Roanoke. I lived in Fredericksburg, so not quite down as far as south as you.
Right.
But Well, and then I started out in Alexandria and Arlington, and just kind of moved my way down, and then I moved my way right on back up. So,
Right. Miss Brown, you have any questions for Mr. Preston?
Oh, always. Me and LA Josh Preston, we go way back like flapjacks. So,
right.
I know all types of things about him. So, what I think that everybody listening in would want to hear is maybe, let me think of a good one. What is your favorite part about comedy? Because I know you've been in it for a little while and you go hard. So is it like the festivals? Is it the stand up? What is it? Yeah,
Yeah, I
put the
saw
fish
that
up.
pose. I saw that pose. It was like he over there in the back, like, yeah.
Oh, so I don't get an intro, I just get a question. Okay.
Yeah, no, you get an intro. You get an intro. No, you get an intro. Yes, you do.
Okay.
Everything.
Should I answer the question or should I just go with the intro?
However you want to play it, brother.
No, I'm going with the intro because I've been
All right.
preparing for this. I did take a little half an hour nap and everything trying to stay up.
Right on.
So my name is LA Josh Preston. I am a comedian out of Roanoke, Virginia. I am also the host and producer of the Real Funny Comedy Show that I do here in Roanoke, Virginia. Usually I do either 2 or 3 shows a month. I have here. I also do a podcast. I call the podcast. I do that every Thursday night at 7 p.m. right here on Facebook.
Yeah.
I not only do I do comedy, I also in an improv group called Big Lit Conspiracy, which we're doing a show here tomorrow night at Spot on Kirk here in Roanoke, Virginia as well. I started doing comedy when I first started. I started back in 1993. What happened was that I went to a Bernie Mac and D.L. Hughley comedy show. And when I saw them perform, I saw it wasn't just their performance. It was just the people around me. It was not just black people. It was black, white, Hispanic. They weren't just men. They were men and women. They weren't just rich. They were rich, poor. They were just all kind of people just sitting there, just laughing and having a good time. And I said to myself, this is the kind of atmosphere that I like. I like diversity, and I like hanging out with people of different whatever cultures and stuff. So I said, you know what? I'm pretty funny too. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna do a couple jokes, and they happen to have a comedy club here at the Roanoke called the Roanoke Comedy Club. So I went down there, did some time, and they said keep coming back, and I kept coming back and coming back and coming back. Fell in love with it. Next thing I know, I'm hosting comedy clubs there. I'm featuring and I'm headlining. So I did that for about 8 years, and then life happened. I got married, had some kids, and being on the road, it's kind of hard being a husband and a father being on the road. So I stopped doing comedy and start being, the father and the husband that I wanted to be. And then the pandemic hit, and then after the pandemic hit, my kids are kind of.
He was nice with it too. He was like, you didn't say the pandemic or the scam-demic or nothing.
No, it was the pandemic.
Okay.
I'll say it correctly. I'm not even though I love conspiracy theories and stuff like that. We'll just keep it. Pandemic.
Right. Okay.
Pandemic happened, and then after the pandemic, and I was with my family and stuff, and I was like, I really want to get back into comedy. So after it settled down, I went back into doing comedy. So I came back in October of 2021. So I've been doing it for a little over 3 years, and I haven't stopped. Ever since October 21, I haven't stopped. I've performed in like 13 states. I do shows everywhere on the East Coast. So I'm just keep on working. That's what I'm doing, and I'm glad to be here with Brenda Brown with Sauce in the City. For her, I was able to in Vegas and doing shows there, and I'm just grinding. That's pretty much all I'm doing. I'm just glad to be here. Like any opportunity I can get to perform, I am all over it.
Yeah. This is new for us. This is new for us. We was putting out the word for entertainers and the music part of it, and then a lot of comedians was hitting back. And God is good, man. Whatever you hear from the Holy Spirit, you just try to be obedient and you just move forward with it. and it just makes it simple for you, so you don't have to put all the stress into anything.
That's right.
So, but and you just let him mold it. So this is molding right now, and this is a
Yep.
beautiful picture. We really appreciate you guys, and thank you for your quick story, LA,
No,
for
no.
sure.
Now to answer Brenda's question. The best thing about comedy is making people laugh. The best thing about comedy is getting all the comedians all together. Because I do, like I said, when I do a show here in Virginia, I bring comedians from North Carolina, Tennessee, all around here, DC, and bring them together so they can network, so they can not just do shows in just their part of their city. They can do shows everywhere around, be funny everywhere. So that's what I like about comedy, the networking.
And I love that you said that, because we have 2 comedians here in Reno, Mr. Lonze Beecham. Got it right the first time. Got you. And he has his comedy night here. So one thing that we do as Grand Mingus Promotions is we provide a platform and an atmosphere where you all can connect with one another. So by the time this is all said and done, it's my prayer that everybody can like get the synergy going,
some
and
new connections.
you guys can do Reno, they can do Virginia and Florida and wherever else is being represented on this screen.
We can all put it
So through the Sauce in the City connection, so I love like bringing the ground portion together with the sky. It's a beautiful thing. And through that, I ended up in Missouri, St. Roberts, Missouri. There was like 3 Black people, and me and one of the comedians was 2 of them.
Got you.
So it was really cool to kind of see that it was still a great atmosphere to do comedy in, and through laughter, it just seems like you could go anywhere. And if you just continue to link up, anybody in your studio or on this screen can go to Roanoke, Virginia, and LA Josh Preston will host them. He will bring them in and treat them like family. And that's what it's all about. Many hands make light work. Shout out to Mr. Phil Strickland.
Right on.
Big ups. Brenda Brown, I want you to pick the next person. And then after that, we're going to go to a quick break.
Okay. I'm going to go with Daryl, the
game
real
show.
I'm going to go with. That's what I do. Y'all better do some research. I jump into game mode real quick. So Daryl, the real deal, because he actually inboxed me and he was like, I can't find the link. And that showed real interest and commitment to being on the show. So thank you for being here.
Right on.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Okay, so the Minguses, I'm gonna let somebody in the studio over there ask Daryl the real deal a question. I don't want to hog it.
Mr. Beecham.
Well, first off, we want you to introduce yourself.
Yeah, introduce yourself, Mr. Daryl, and then we can
we'll
see if we can get a Q&A going over here on this side and dig into somebody else's brain real quick. Where you streaming in from, and tell us a little bit about you.
Okay, I'm Daryl. My name is Daryl Brown, stage name, Daryl the Real Deal. I'm from Gary, Indiana, right around the corner from where Michael Jackson and them grew up in, that neighborhood. And I've been doing, mainly I'm a poet.
Nice.
But all of my poems are hilarious. And when I've been going to the poetry clubs, and they've been telling me, man, you funny, make us laugh. You need to go to a comedy club. So I finally went to a comedy club, and that was history. And now, as a poet, I go to mostly comedy clubs, and somehow I don't know how I do it. I meant to be just write regular poems, even if I'm praying. I don't care if I'm cursing, whatever it is. It comes out hilarious. I don't know how it does it. I don't even try to be funny. I'm just talking regular stuff that make, and it just come out funny sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That is such a niche.
And I believe that's the gift I have. I don't. Now the only thing about my comedy or poetry it is that by me saying poems, if I forget one line, I can't continue I mean, I can continue, but I can't do the next line because the next line rhyme with this line.
Right.
So, probably can't even, if I miss one line, I might have to miss 4 lines or something because this line go with that line. But mainly, I know that and try not to. And then if I do mess up, y'all never heard the poem, so I just
Right.
continue. Y'all don't know how it sounds.
That's right. That's right.
But and I take pride in I don't care what the audience is. I don't care if they all black. I don't care if they all bikers. I don't care if they all white. I don't care if they all glad. It doesn't matter. I have material for every man. For every thing. I take pride. I don't care if they real old, real young. All I ask is, try to get an idea.
Absolutely.
Right on.
Mr. Beecham, Lonze, quality up and coming comedian and host of his. You tell us what your show is, and then if you have any questions for him, hit up Mr. Daryl the Real.
My name's Lonze, local Reno comedian. I host a show every Wednesday. It's a ladies' night show. Ladies get in free. They get drink discounts. Hopefully that brings the dudes with them. You know what I mean? And then we do a 5-minute comedy set followed up by 3 questions written by anybody in the audience. Really, we got a little skull with questions in it, and it just provides engagement. I know a lot of comedians don't like hecklers and things like that, but I think it's a skill we need to hone.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because
makes you think fast.
Well, like Daryl was saying, with poetry, he got to hit his lines. Comedy, somebody could laugh at your joke before you landed your joke. Now you got to change the way you gonna say your joke. So it's just you got to be fluid, and I think my show provides comedians to be fluid. You know what I mean? Yeah.
What kind of question would you have for Mr. Daryl, the Real Deal?
I mean, I got 2 questions, bro. Your last name is Brown. My biological dad's last name Brown. We come from a long line of smooth dressers. Are you my uncle?
No, believe it or not, I looked in the phone book. It had 1,000,000 Browns, and I'm not related to none of them. And I can't understand that. I cannot understand how come 1,000,000 Browns and ain't none of us related. It don't, come on, man. And make it sense. Make it make sense.
But on a serious note, like comedy level, you said that you write your poetry out word for word. Do you feel like doing stand-up gives you a little more flow and freedom? Are you still very strict on your comedy too?
Oh yeah, I love stand up, man. I love the audience, man. I love bringing that energy, like Birdman in the bathroom. I bring a little energy. I'm a different flow, a different vibe. If the crowd is dove, I'm going laughing it up, man. I'm going because I'm working. I'm gonna liven it up. I use the DJ. I work with the DJ. I'm doing hit records now. I mean, the songs that they jamming off of, I would say, DJ, give me something. And he'll play a hit record that got the crowd going it, and then I would do a poem that's colder than it helps.
Yeah, that
And
sounds
everybody's
fun.
saying that's a new, and I
That
take
man know how to
pride.
market himself.
Listen.
I want to go see Daryl right now.
Right now, huh?
And I take pride in different. When I go out, my job is to let you know that I'm different. I do not want to be just like when they told me the coronavirus 6 feet. I'm trying to distance myself from. Don't take it personal, but from all others. I want them when they see me or hear me. I want them to say, "That brother is different," and he's minister. And and what I want to do, another thing, I just realized people call me poet comic, poet storyteller, Dolomite. They didn't call me many names. What I call myself now is a poet entertainer.
All
That's what
right.
I do.
Right on.
And that's what I want
Right
to
on.
do tonight and plan to, that's what I plan on doing
Absolutely. We
tonight.
sure
And
can't
that's
wait till the second hour on
Yes,
this one.
indeed.
So we're gonna play a quick song, and when you come back, I want Harvey, I want you to find the remaining, and then we can chop it up with them. So it'll be your pick when we come back.
All right. All right.
All right.
See you guys
Man,
on
we
the other
appreciate
side.
y'all staying in the queue. This is 93.7 queued up with the Minguses. And we're just gonna keep it flowing. You know what I'm saying? We all have dreams, and that's to continue to move forward to them.
Remember back when I was fantasizing, making it big. Hustle hard, sign a deal, and get my mom in the crib. We had to wait until the first to get some food in the fridge. It's kind of crazy when I think of foolish things that we did. I used to sit inside my room, steady making them beats. I did an album with my brother, now we don't even speak. But not for nothing, hand to God, this ain't how it should be. So if you hear this, know I love you, at least you heard it from me. I used to talk to all my friends about me being an artist. We all wanted the same thing, I chose to chase it the hardest. So I focused on myself and stayed away from the gossip. I always had the kind of dreams of really trying to kick knowledge. All I thought about is what if I just shot for the stars. Didn't care what no one thought, and I just gave it my all. Like I'm about to double down and really battle the odds. A hard worker, but I'm sick of this job. Thank God I'm still dreaming. I'm still dreaming. I'm still dreaming. I'm still dreaming. I guess that's what they say. That the older that we age, we sit back and let our dreams fade away. Thank God I'm still dreaming. I'm still dreaming. I'm still dreaming. I'm still dreaming. I guess it's true, that's what they say. That the older that we age, we sit back and let our dreams fade away. Thank God I'm still dreaming and still focused on the better days. A visionary, so I always tend to find my way. They love to hate, but I don't never let that slow my pace. They doubt themselves, and that's cool, but I just can't relate. Knew I could make it since the days of rocking talent shows. My freshman year, they used to tell me that they love the flow. Nowadays, they just hear me on the radio, see me around, and always say, I knew you make it though. Yeah, cause I made something out of nothing. From sleeping in my car to getting recognized in public. Doing free shows, now they coming with a budget. I'd be lying if I said I didn't love it. I've been counting blessings, stressing less than I used to. Cause I'm doing well, and if I wasn't, chances are you probably couldn't tell. For real, it's like they want me to fail, wind up dead, or end up in jail. But thank God I'm still dreaming. I'm still dreaming. I'm still dreaming. I'm still dreaming. I guess it's true, that's what they say. That the older that we age, we sit back and let our dreams fade away. Thank God I'm still dreaming. I'm still dreaming. I'm still dreaming. I'm still dreaming. That's what they say. That the older that we age, we sit back and let our dreams fade away. Thank God I'm still dreaming. Yeah. So many people that I know let their dreams die young, but not me, cause I know I'm the one. Thank God I'm still dreaming. I'm still dreaming. I'm still dreaming. I'm still dreaming. I guess it's true, that's what they say. That the older that we age, we sit back and let our dreams fade away. Thank God I'm still dreaming. I'm still dreaming. I'm still dreaming. I'm still dreaming. I guess it's true, that's what they say. That the older that we age, we sit back and let our dreams fade away. So many people that I know let their dreams die young, but not me, cause I know I'm the one. Yeah. So many people that I know let their dreams die young, but not me, cause I know I'm the one. Thank God I'm still dreaming. Yeah. Thank God I'm still dreaming.
Yep. Thank God we are all still dreaming.
Yes.
Shout out to Mike Xavier. We're still dreaming out of Las Vegas. And y'all, you know, you probably hearing we playing a lot of Las Vegas music, but we was out there. We're right on Q Radio. We have a library of like 300 artists or more, and we played like 1,500 songs or more or something like that. But a lot of we love y'all to hear it too. So shout out. That's a classic. That's like 2018 right there. Y'all, you know, that's a classic for sure.
Yep.
But
Indeed.
shout out to Mike and Xavier with that one. We're going to get in back into it. Keep up with the Lucas right here on 93.7 FM, KPGF, America Matters Media, America Matters Radio, broadcasted out of Reno, Nevada, streaming worldwide. All right, man, we're going to keep it pushing. We want to get a real quick Q&A, and then before this second hour is up, we have to come before our first hour is up. Excuse me. We have to take a break at around 57 after. So, Mr. Harvey Costello, what's good, man? The quality up and coming entertainer, comedian out of here. Only 17. Yes, I'm gonna blast you because they're gonna hear your voice and probably sound like you're 33. But
that's right.
But yeah, you know, Your turn to roll the cue board of
To spin the board.
to spin. We got a couple of artists. I mean, we got Matt Harris, we got Frederica,
Moore
and Mr. Tommy D.
I want to hear from Tommy D.
Tommy
All
D.
right, let's do it.
He has,
What's good?
he has some like aura about him.
Nah, back there chilling, smoking is whatever you blazing on. I feel you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But do your thing. Where you streaming in from, Tommy?
Sunny Southwest Florida, where it's currently 42 degrees and I'm freezing my butt off.
Wow.
How was our oranges?
Frozen.
Right.
Frozen.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I'm
man.
out here on the back porch because I don't smoke in the house and wearing my vintage 1980s gear here to keep warm.
Right on.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you staying up late. I don't know if it's late for you, but we really appreciate your time. We much love to you.
No, it's fun to be here. I tell you, I'm loving every minute of this comedy journey. You know, I started doing comedy in 2023, and I've been loving it ever since. And you know, one of my favorite comics is a Christian comedian. His name is Michael Jr. And,
Yes.
you know, when I first started out, it was fun to get laughs. And I saw Michael Jr. He was a keynote speaker at an event I was at, and he said a line that hit home for me. He said, you know, at the beginning, I was trying to get laughs. And then I had this moment where I realized that my goal was to give people the opportunity to laugh. And that just hit different. You know what I mean?
Right.
That was one of my coolest moments so far. I was doing a show, and afterwards, and the people are streaming out, shaking hands. This couple come up to me, and she just gave me that two-handed handshake. And she looked in my eyes. She goes, "You have no idea how much we needed to laugh tonight. Thank you for making that happen." And I thought, man, that's what it's all about. You know, that's the cheese right there. You know, that was a good time.
Right
Good time.
on. Right on.
Yeah. But you can see I'm no spring chicken. I was 57 years old when I first stepped on stage. Yeah, I joke about that. So I was 57 years old when I decided to follow my dream and step on stage as a male stripper.
Any chance you got any footage of that?
That gets your attention.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. You know,
What question, Harvey? You have any questions?
Yeah. So, anywho, what inspired you to get into comedy, and what are your comedic inspirations?
Well, you know, people say a lot of times, you hear the old line, you know, laughter saves lives. And I learned that it doesn't cure cancer. I lost my brother 3 years ago, and that was a tough one for me because he's just a year older than me, you know. And I just was really doing some soul searching at that time, and I realized that we don't know our expiration date. And even though I think I'm past my best use by, it's like, you know, you only live once, you know, if not now, when? And I'd always said for years, man, one day I'm going to do stand-up. And, you know, I turned that grief, I turned that negative into a positive. I said, if not now, when? Well, right now. And I entered a comedy contest, and, you know, my first time on stage was in front of 230 people. And it went great, and I made it to the finals, and I haven't looked back since. You know, it's been a great ride. I'm really loving it.
No, that sounds completely great or whatnot. And at least you're too old for anyone to say it's a midlife crisis.
Yeah, right? Plus, I can tell stories about, you know, when I was growing up, and they don't know if I'm making it up or not because they weren't around.
Man, appreciate you, Tommy. Appreciate you, Tommy. We got about 3.5 minutes apiece, I believe, just to introduce ourselves real quick, and then we're going to get into this second hour, and y'all can do y'all funny. We appreciate that. Mr. Matt Harris, we're going to save Mrs. Moore for last. She saved the best for last. So, Mr. Harris, how you doing?
Challenge.
I'm good. How are you?
Big ups, man. Appreciate you. Where you streaming in from?
Clarksville, Indiana, which is a few minutes away from Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh, wow. How's the weather out there?
Cold.
Man, it's been going everywhere, man. It's just a cold spreading around, like, you know, like the whole North Pole just said, I'm a shift. Like, you know, Mother Nature didn't send us no memos. But how long you been doing comedy, man?
A little over a year. I started in November of 2023.
How you like it?
I love it.
That's right. That's right. What do you love about it?
Well, For a long time, music was my main focus, and long story short, a few decades of that, it didn't work the way I had hoped, and I still needed some kind of creative outlet, and I'd always thought about comedy, and like Tommy D had said, time was passing by, and I would realize I was older than I felt, so do it now.
Yeah,
But
still dreaming. Yeah.
but the thing I love about comedy is I found like my kind of people, I guess. I connect, and I click better with other comedians and than anything else I've done. So.
It's like therapy for sure.
Yeah, and it feels really good to do something that I enjoy, but at the same time that is giving other people a good time too.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, man, for that little 2-minute run around the track, man. You did well with that, and I appreciate you. Sorry, we're pressing for the time. We want to get everybody in. Frederica Moore is in the queue. We want to get her to introduce herself and tell us just a little bit about herself. And then, like I said, on the second segment, on the hour end, 8:05 after, we will be doing our thing, laughing on cue. How you doing, Miss Moore? Can you hear me?
Hi, everybody.
Hey,
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Where you streaming in from? We got about 3
So I'm
minutes.
a New Orleans. Okay, bet.
Oh,
I'm a Northern
okay.
native. I'm a Dallas resident. Let's get into
Oh,
it.
yeah. That's a mix.
Right on.
That's a nice little, that's a nice. So is it still snowing all the way down there?
No, baby, we out here in sweaters and whatnot. I wore a jacket so they wouldn't see my nipples hard. I just just close it on up. I'm a lady.
Yeah. Unfamiliar weather.
Yeah, it's not snowing here though. It's at best we had ice like maybe a week or two ago, but it's like 50, between 50 and 25 depending on the day. To give a quick synopsis,
Yep.
I'm hard of hearing, so I speak sign language.
Yeah, we was noticing that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I will use the AirPod to hear everything that's happening to keep up. But I can talk and I got an accent because I'm from the city.
Right.
I know the question I've been hearing a lot is how did I start comedy or what got me into comedy? I'm trying to make it as quick as he did.
Yep.
That's what she said. So long story short, I've always loved comedy, watched it, growing up, the different Comic View, Def Comedy Jam, things like that. But what really got me into comedy was my fiance passing away on Christmas Eve, the day he would publicly propose to me. And I was completely devastated. Devastated. And I wanted to smile again. I wanted to get that joy back, that happiness that I just had in my heart. For the world and for myself, just joy. Pure joy is different from happiness because happiness can come and go, but joy is forever.
Amen.
So long story short, I watched a video called Stuff New Orleans Girls Say because we're not cussing. And in this video was a comedian named Mark Caesar. He had his at names and things in there. And I reached out to him and was like, can you tell me what it is you do? Why weren't there any actual New Orleans females in this video? Like, what's really going on? So I was introduced to comedy, and I'm forever grateful to that young man. And I've been doing comedy ever since, but I lost my hearing after I started comedy.
Wow. What a story. We're going to have to hear more about you. Everybody's a book, and everybody has the right to tell their story. That's what changes lives, and this is one of them type of things there. We really wish you well and the best, as far as your courage to move forward in life and to take something that was such a tragic, situation, and we did a lot of things in like that.
And I'm hearing a common theme, like Tommy was saying that he lost his brother.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're saying that you lost your fiance and sometime afterwards have had hearing loss. And, this is why it's so important. And I believe that's why comedy came to us before the music did.
Right.
Because everybody's been through something. Like my husband and I told you our story. There's all of that and then more. By God's grace, we're still even alive. So, but to be able to laugh again, and like you said, have that deep down joy, and for us to be able to then take that and give it to others, that's what it's all about. So we are so grateful that you all decided to join us. We're gonna get into our break time, our hour break, and when we get back, we're gonna
We will be
get
back
to
on
the
at
funny.
8:05 and getting into the funny. Laugh on cue. You guys are queued up with the Minguses right here on 93.7, streaming out of Reno, Nevada on 93.7. They're listening to, driving, and they probably going to have to put some little disclaimer down there, be like, hey, if y'all about to laugh your guts out
Pull
driving,
over.
pull over.
Right.
Because I know this is going to be something interesting. So we got to get up out of here. We appreciate everybody sticking it out with us on the first hour. I'll look back at you in
See
a
you
few.
on the other side.
We're not on, so just in case y'all don't like, they're on the radio, so you guys can talk, not yell, but hey, how y'all doing? Yeah, we got like a whole separate audience on the other side.
If you're living with
I could not
diabetes and using
tell.
insulin, you know the
I
pain of
couldn't
pricking
tell.
your
There's
fingers
a lot going
over
on in
and
my
over
ear.
again.
So much.
Ouch.
But
Well, by
what I
wearing
wanted
a
to say
small
is I
remote
do
device
appreciate the
called a
opportunity,
continuous
and I
glucose
apologize that
monitor,
I'm
or
acting still
CGM, you
an
can
elderly lady
reduce the
needed.
pain of pricking your
I couldn't
fingers.
leave it.
If you administer insulin 3 or more times per day or use an insulin pump, call now and learn how a CGM can help you.
Painless. No more pricking my finger. No finger pricks. Convenience. They delivered it free and they took care of all the paperwork.
You can reduce pain right away. Plus, it's accurate, easy to use, and helps you spend more time in range. And if you have insurance, you can get a new CGM at little or no out-of-pocket cost. Call now and get free shipping of your new CGM. Plus, we'll bill your insurance for you. 800-432-8150. 800-432-8150. 800-432-8150. That's 800-432-8150.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting. A teenager. Learning the lingo.
Today, I'm going to help parents translate teen slang. Now, when a teen says something is on fleek, it's exactly like saying, that's rad. It simply means that something is awesome or cool. Another one is totes. It's exactly like saying, totally, just shorter. As in, I totes love going to the mall with Becca. Another word you might hear is jelly. Jelly is a shorter, better way to say jealous. As in, Chloe, I am like so jelly of your unicorn phone case.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will think you're, rad, just the same. To learn more, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
This is America Matters Media at 93.7 FM, KPGF Sun Valley, your community radio station.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters reporting. Pete Hegseth has been narrowly confirmed as the next defense secretary with last-minute support from Vice President J.D. Vance. The Senate vote was tied with 50 yes votes and 50 no votes on the nomination of Hegseth. 3 Republican senators, Mitch McConnell of Kentucky, Lisa Murkowski of Alaska, and Susan Collins of Maine, all voting against the nominee. Hegseth himself was working the phones to shore up support with senators ahead of the vote, and Vice President J.D. Vance was sent to the Senate to cast the tie-breaking vote. The Republican senators are prioritizing the former Fox News host and combat veteran's vow to create a warrior culture at the Pentagon over allegations of heavy drinking and aggressive behavior towards women. Confirming Hegseth rounds out President Donald Trump's top national security cabinet officials. President Trump and Vice President Vance made appearances at the 52nd Annual March for Life in Washington. White House correspondent Greg Clugston reports.
Appearing by video in a recorded message from the Oval Office, President Trump told tens of thousands of pro-life marchers that his defense of the unborn in his first term will continue for the next 4 years.
In my second term, we will again stand proudly for families and for life.
Vice President Vance, making his first public appearance since taking office, addressed the marchers in person.
It is a joy and a blessing to fight for the unborn, to work for the unborn, and to march for life.
Greg Clugston, Washington.
President Donald Trump says he's considering getting rid of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. He made the remark Friday while visiting North Carolina, which is still recovering months after Hurricane Helene, on the first trip of his second term. More at Town Hall.
Wesley Financial Group is not.
Hi, everyone. If you've been injured in an accident that was not your fault, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to answer your questions for free. Call now and find out if you have a case and how much it's potentially worth. Call 800-504-8790. I'm here with spokesman John Wolf. So, John, tell everyone listening who should call right now.
Well, Maria, first off, thank you for having me here. It's always nice to answer the listeners' questions. Now, as far as who should call in, anyone who's been injured in an accident and think you deserve compensation, give us a call right now. 800-504-8790. You'll find out if you have a case and how much it's potentially worth.
Thanks, John. You heard it, folks. Take advantage of this opportunity and call now. 800-504-8790.
Advertisement sponsored by Legal Help Center, may not be available in all states.
The economy in Syria remains in tatters despite the overthrow of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad last month.
Despite Syrian President Bashar al-Assad's ouster last month in a lightning insurgency, the country's dire economic conditions have not changed. So far, there's no sign of a full-scale withdrawal of international sanctions on Syria. Added to that, there is continuing caution among potential investors in the country. As a result, the honeymoon period for the country's new rulers could be short-lived. The UN says over half the population, some 12 million people, don't know where their next meal will come from. I'm Karen Shamas.
Nigerian soldiers have killed 79 militants and suspected kidnappers over the past week in an operation targeting a decades-long insurgency by Islamic militants in the northeast and attacks by various armed groups in the northwest. News and analysis at townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters. A fierce storm with hurricane-force winds lashes Ireland and the British Isles.
Ireland has been hit with wind gusts of 114 miles an hour, the strongest on record, as a winter storm battered the country. Storm Ewan, as it has been named by weather authorities, has also hit northern parts of the UK on Friday, leaving hundreds of thousands of people without power. Schools were closed, trains halted, and hundreds of flights cancelled in the Republic of Ireland, neighbouring Northern Ireland and Scotland, as the storm roared in. Forecasters issued a rare red weather warning across the whole of Ireland and central and southwest Scotland. Karen Shamas, London.
Tens of thousands of people in Slovakia have gathered at squares and streets across the country to voice their opposition to the pro-Russia policies of populist Prime Minister Robert Fico. The latest wave of anti-government rallies was fueled by Fico's recent trip to Moscow to meet Russian President Vladimir Putin. More at townhall.com.
The following is an America Matters media production. The views expressed do not necessarily represent those of the station or its advertisers, although we think they should. But that's the opinion of America Matters Media.
right, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Let me get this song off. It's not just a song. That is my granddaddy. You know, my grandfather played jazz with all the greats. They consider him one of the greats. If anybody loves jazz, please look up Mingus, Mingus, Charles Mingus. He was a bassist composer. Duke is his daddy, you know, and that's like his son and something like that. So it's a big family.
Father in the music.
Father in the music, you know. He was under Duke since 19 years old. So my pack of M&Ms is Mingus, Miles, and Monk.
Right on.
But my granddaddy is Charles Mingus, and that song is Moaning. And if y'all like jazz, please follow Charles Mingus and my family. We would truly love that. But yeah, this is the time now. We are queued up with the Minguses right here on 93.7 FM KPGF, America Matters Media, America Matters Radio, broadcasted to you live out of Reno, Nevada, streaming nationally and worldwide on whatever the link that we give every time, you know what I'm saying? But it's going out there, and it don't change. But this StreamYard is special. This is a special night. This is Free Flowing Friday. Got my lovely wife with us, LT, the life coach.
That's me.
And myself, Grand Mingus.
That's you.
Sometimes it's Baron, but tonight is Grand. I'm just good.
We left the Baron at home.
Left the Baron at home. And we have our co-host with us, Miss Brenda Brown.
Hey yo.
Yes. And where are you streaming in from, Brenda?
Las Vegas, Nevada. And I could not be more happier. Shout out to all the folks who are tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond over there on YouTube and also on Twitch and everything else that I have access to. So shout out to you guys for tuning in, and to you, the Minguses, for having me. I'm super excited.
Man,
and we're happy to have
the
you.
story with you know, and how we all connected. Facebook is a good thing. You can meet some wonderful spirits in through there, and you know, we all have to rub elbows with like-minded individuals. So we appreciate you blessing us with an opportunity to, you know, work your skills and your magic. Like this is you.
Yes.
You know, so we really appreciate you getting all these quality up and coming entertainers together from here, West Coast to the East Coast. Man, that's serious. Like that.
And in the middle.
Time, right. And in the middle.
And in the middle.
And in the middle. I said West Coast to the East Coast, but I forgot, we can name the middle too.
Absolutely. And this is only the tip of the iceberg. We have one coming in from Canada. He's originally from India, so he'll be coming to Las Vegas to join us on stage. So the Minguses have access to any and all funny people I know. So I'm excited for you guys to have us here.
We appreciate it, and we appreciate you. All right, so I guess we're ready
Brenda, this is your segment time where you want to call the person up, announce, and then have it, you know, have them do their 5-minute sets. Like I said, we have 5 minutes. It should be enough time for everybody to get a good 5-minute set, and then at the same time we can play a song in between or not. Otherwise, we just keep on with the flow. And we just, you know, continue to do what we do. All right. So it's all you now on this side of it. And hey, you know, we just chilling. Welcome.
Who goes first? Oh, you know what? This one, I'm not going to go takesy backsies. I really wanted to see Bobby Benavides. And so I have been a good girl. So that is my choice for right now for the first one out of the gate. So welcome to the stream, Bobby Benavides. It does not have to be jokes, but please, God, let it be funny. Let's go.
Unmute. There we go.
All right. Hey, what's going on? Bobby Benavides. I'm glad to be up here with you guys this evening. So, man, in the new year, I've been, you know, planning on losing some weight. Made a good plan of it. I'm not following through very well. My wife, we got a Peloton. We thought that'd be a good thing to die on. It's a fun little thing. She's like, hey, let's get a Peloton. We might lose some weight. I'm like, no, I think we'll die on that thing first. That's a good plan. So I started taking the exercises, and the instructors, man, they're like sadistic people, man. They're sadistic. They you get on, they're like, oh, it's all about the music. I'm like, it's all about survival. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm over here like, you didn't provide an oxygen tank, and I'm a big guy. And I'm trying to pump on this thing, and I'm sweating profusely, and it's in the warm up, and I'm dying, and I'm like, what's going on, you know? But She's like, it's all about the music. I said, okay, cool, let's do this. Well, the first song she plays, it's all about the music. It's Crossroads by Bone Thugs and Harmony. Now, if you're not familiar with that song, that's all about death. And I'm like, this is a foreshadowing of what's about to happen to me on this Peloton. And that's not okay. Because then I started thinking to myself, like, I'm gonna die on this thing, and then my son's gonna find me hanging on this thing, all fat and sweaty, and then he's gonna say, "This is what I had to look forward to," and I don't want to let my son down. And then they got to call paramedics in. They're gonna see the Peloton. They're gonna see weights and think, "Oh, this guy's gonna be an easy one," and they're gonna actually see me. And they're gonna be like, "Why'd he lie? Why'd he lie? This guy, we're gonna have to lower him through a window. We can't carry him down the steps. That's not a good thing." I feel like I just get fat shamed on a regular basis, especially by people I love, like McDonald's. So I went to the McDonald's drive-through, and I got a 20-piece McNugget. Now I was looking for a snack, and so I got a 20-piece nugget. Now this is the thing, on the drive-through menu, it's like, oh look, it's for 2 people. I'm the only person in the car. Like, I don't need McDonald's telling me to be thinking about another person because this is for me. This is my snack. I don't need you fat shame. Like, I'm already questioning my life choices as it is. I pulled into a McDonald's drive-through, and now you're gonna be challenging me on like the calorie intake and the number. Like, you're gonna put the calories. Like thanks McDonald's for making me think like I'm gonna actually want to know what the calorie intake is gonna be. I'm in McDonald's drive-through. I don't care. In fact, I'm probably gonna be ordering 2 more apple pies with this thing.
That part.
Like, I don't care. And then as you're gaining these relationships with people, you feel really close to them, like DoorDash. Like, like when I travel to do shows, like DoorDash shows up, and it's great to order a meal, and you're sitting there in the hotel room, and you're really excited about what you're about to get, and DoorDash brings it to you, and you're like, "Thank you, DoorDash, we're friends." And then you open it up, and there's 4 things of utensils in there. I'm the only person in the hotel room, DoorDash. Like, I don't need you telling me how fat I am all the time. Like, I know what I ordered. You don't have to give me like does DoorDash think that they see my order like, oh, there must be 4 people sitting in this hotel room and it's just me. They either think there's 4 people or there's going to be some beast of a man who's going to be tearing apart plastic utensils, so they need to give extra. That's actually, I'm kind of thinking that they think that about me. But it's most likely they think there's 4 people in this room and I'm just one person. That's always nice. My first job was with Baskin Robbins. And if you see me in person, you'd be like, yeah, that looks right. He looks like that's where he would work, his first job. I went for my interview, and the guy asked me, hey, do you know how to squeegee a window? And I asked him, I said, why do you think, what? And I said, yeah. He said, who taught you how to squeegee? I said, my dad. I said, why do you teach how to squeegee? I said, that's how I earn my gas station candy. I'd have to squeegee his windows. He said, show me how to squeegee. So I showed him the squeegee, and he was impressed. Then he asked me if I knew how to count money. And I said, dude, if I knew how to count money, I wouldn't be asking for a job at Baskin Robbins. Like, I'm hoping you're going to teach me how to count money. I got the job, but the one question he never asked me is, hey, do you know how to scoop ice cream? It was like he looked at me straight up and was just like, this guy's a professional. We don't need to even ask him if he knows how to scoop ice cream. This guy was born to do this. And so
time. Y'all give it up for Bobby Benavides. Yeah, that rocked all the way. And we're on radio, so I have to be kind of like a whole, I'm not even going to say the word. It might bring bad vibes. But anyway, Bobby, with your last few seconds, if the people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond want to hear more of your funny, tell them where they can find you.
Yeah, they can find me on YouTube at Bobby B Comedy. They can find me on social media at Bobby B Comedy. They can go to my website at bobbybcomedy.com. And they could check out my first special I recorded, Taking Up Your Time, on YouTube as well. So,
hey,
thank you for taking up our time. I appreciate that, and that was time worth giving.
Indeed.
Appreciate you, man. Blessings to you. Many favors of out there to you to your career, man. All right, man. Brenda, what we got next?
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna bat it back to you guys in the studio because I can't see real well, but I know that there's some folks in there that I heard their voices and they are comedians, and I would love to hear them up next. However you want to bring them in.
Well, they're just they're not on the 5 minute set. I don't believe unless you want to be. You good? Oh, he's
Isn't
saying
this
good.
Free Flow
Okay, yeah,
Friday?
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Because I didn't, I didn't put you on the flyer. I'm like, I don't know, you
Uh-oh.
know what I'm saying? But I'd love for you to represent my
All
brother.
right, let's get it.
Next up in the queue, we have Mr. Lonze Beecham out of
Woo!
Reno, Nevada.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
You gotta update the flyer, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna do that right now. You know what I'm saying? He looked at me like, you better handle that.
We'll get the
like
flyer. We'll get it updated.
Like you said, my name is Lonze. That means quite hilarious, very handsome. It's Creole. From Louisiana. That's all a lie. I'm actually from Sacramento. My name Lonze don't mean nothing. It's just a clever black woman just making up names for no reason. I think Frederica might be the only one here that could understand the struggle that we got to deal with, bro. But it's crazy because only black people make up names. You ain't never made a Kyle Nisha in your life. That don't happen, bro. And it's weird because cultural appropriation is a big thing these days, and we so hip and cool. White people are taking everything. They ain't taking the names. You got white girls sagging pants and baggy pants, crip walking on TikTok, but they not taking our names. They sticking with Stacy Lynn. Let me see a Kyle Nisha and we'll talk about it. But I'm not one of these black dudes that don't understand and appreciate white people or white culture. TikTok also said white people don't got culture, bro. I say that's fake. White people definitely have culture. They the only people in the world that make charcuterie boards. They love cheese. Nobody else in this world makes charcuterie boards. To be honest with you, man, like my whole life, I thought there was 3 types of cheeses. 3 types: Swiss, mozzarella, government. That's it. White people got Parmesan cheese that they shave from a block. Only Parmesan cheese I've seen said Round Table on the package, bro. It's totally different. It's an incredible thing that we dealing with these days, bro. But it's a weird time, man. I feel like every culture should be appreciated for who they are and what they are. We got to come together. Donald Trump is president, and I would love to appropriate a Republican, but can you look at me, bro? I can't be a Republican, a black Republican. You know what they'll do to me? They'll probably put me on. They'll put me on all their magazines, billboards. We got one. I'm not wearing that hat for nobody. And then Trump being president is kind of cool because he tell us things that other presidents wouldn't tell us. He told us that aliens is real. Aliens is real, and they coming, and they might come to get us. And they said we need to get one person in America or in the world that can talk between us and the aliens. And I started thinking, like, who could that person be? After inauguration, I'm telling you, it got to be Snoop Dogg. Everybody loves Snoop Dogg, bro. You know what I'm saying? I say you get Snoop Dogg, talk to Elon Musk. You make a 20-foot long lowrider spaceship, fill it up with weed, grab Martha Stewart for the charcuterie board, and then we go up there and we handle our business. You know what I mean? The world's a funny place, man, and I would just clip it, man. I'll clip on a laugh.
Hey,
I'll take up your
let's
airtime.
go. Yeah, y'all give it up for Lonza. That was for his audience. She's all down there, so shout out. She said, I don't remember if she said that's my son or I'm not sure. Okay.
That was my mama. She to blame for my weird name. So yeah. And can we make the faces of the people that comment a little smaller? She's got a big head on the screen looking as big as the comics. I'm only saying this because my mama don't got a mic. I'm gonna turn mine off.
Well, Lonza, for the people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond, tell them if they want more of your kind of funny, where they can find you.
You just working callbacks for me now. All you got to do is type in Lonze anywhere, Lonza. You will find me.
Hey. There it is. Hey, shout out to Michelle. I'm not gonna butcher the last name. All right, the Minguses, what do you guys want to do? You want some more smooth grooves or some more funny?
Some more funny.
Yeah, I would like to hear from Frederica now.
All right.
Let's get it.
Well, welcome to the stage, my new friend. I just met her like 2 days ago. Nice. Frederica, 5 minutes. Let's get it.
Hey, babies, how y'all doing? As you can tell, it's a little accent there, so we just gonna dive right into it. I'm from New Orleans, born and raised, and I currently live in Dallas. And I just have a couple quarrels, couple things that grind my gears about what happens in Dallas. The number one of all, it would be the way that they cook the seafood. I don't understand why they put the seasoning on the shell. You can't bite the shell. You can't eat the shell. You shouldn't eat the shell. This is your, don't say I didn't tell you. TD got you. So the seasoning goes in the water. I just wanted to get that out the way. I needed the world to know. The seasoning goes in the water. Try something new, people. Try something new. But so what I want to get off my chest is my generation, we the ones that's supposed to step up and be here now. And we're supposed to be the responsible adults, but sometimes, most times, people in my generation are not doing that. So I've adopted I've adopted what a New Orleans person would call a TD. It's a New Orleans word for aunt, tia, however you want to name it. It's the person that is the village mama. I'm gonna tell your son pull up his pants because your booty shouldn't be out, baby. I don't want to see your eyes and your holes. I don't want to see you skip marks, none of that. I'm the person that's gonna teach your baby how to read because we're in the 6th grade and we should know by now. America is falling behind. I'm the person that's gonna make sure we all eat. Now it's gonna be red beans and rice because I gotta feed about 20 people, but it's okay. It's okay. We still gonna eat good. It's gonna be warm. You're gonna be full. It's gonna be fine. I'm the person that's gonna let y'all know that weenies do not go in gumbo. I don't think people knew that. Corn does not go in gumbo. I don't think people knew that. You're making succotash at this point. It's a lesson. I'm giving out lesson. Life lesson. Life lesson. Another life lesson. You're supposed to wipe from front to back, not back to front. Work on that, people. We know. We can tell. It's a smell. Okay, I'm talking about me. I learned the hard way. I didn't mean to. It's just how it happened. We're gonna talk about the fact that I am a TD because I'm an aunt of 6 sons, 6 boys, 6 nephews under the age of 6.
Wow.
My God. 6 boys under the age of 6. And I love these children to death. They are so beautiful, so handsome, but their parents will get me put under the jail. The parents need a good lashing, a good whooping to the butt, because, man, why are we not responsible? I just don't understand it. So they've inspired me to create a business I like to call Uber Beats. Uber Beats. They need this whooping, but I got too much to lose. I got too much going for myself to be trying to give out these lashings. So I was thinking, what if you could order a beat down for an individual without them knowing, without you being there? You have an alibi, but you get Keisha from the west side of Atlanta to pull up. No plates, no face, no case. Okay? They'll never know. But when you send an edible arrangement, you send a note, don't you? Right. You can send a monologue or a note that you would like for Keisha to say to said person. Like, Susan, stop eating my lunch. And she'll know that it's your lunch she's been eating. And if she tries to go to HR on you, it's okay. You were at lunch with the boss during said time you scheduled for this delivery. Okay. Yeah, they need to be touched by an angel. That's a show from the early 2000s. If y'all never mind, neither here nor there. So my name is Miss Music. I'm a comedian. My name is Miss Music for a reason. I'm a musician. Excuse me. I play clarinet. I sing. I don't have a voice right now because we losing it. Okay, we losing our voice. We losing our hearing. We losing our sanity on some days, but that's okay. Mental health is managed. It's not cured.
And time.
They ain't gonna get to the song, but that's okay.
Yes, y'all give it up for Frederica Moore, new to our screen. Love having you. Thank you so much for saying yes. And for those out there who might have fallen underneath a rock and haven't heard your funny before, let them know where they can find you if they want more Yo Kind of Funny.
On Facebook, it's my government name, particularly named after my father. He really got on me about that. Okay, so Frederica Moore on Facebook. On Instagram is I Am Miss Music. That's I Am MS because I am single as all outdoors. I Am MS Music, spelled phonetically correct.
Oh my gosh, I'll give it up one more time for Frederica.
Yep.
Delivering the funny. And
hey,
the
I've got
Mingus is,
family in Dallas, so we might have a chance to see you yet.
Yeah, my
oh,
Bring
daughter's
your
in.
amateurs. Bring your amateurs, baby. I got you. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm a village mama for all ages. Okay, all ages.
also,
All
it
right.
seems like a good interview. I know you guys, shouting out to the people who are tuning in. You guys have quality interviews that you do on your channel Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
Yes, we
So,
do.
No, go ahead.
Thank y'all for
oh,
having me.
I think that was the end of it. So I was waiting for you to play some music or say we
Oh
want to
no.
hear some more
No, we're gonna
No,
funny.
get
yeah,
into a song.
we
Yeah.
about to play into a song real quick, and then we're gonna take a roll of the roll into the queue. And yeah, appreciate you guys, man. This is Queued Up with the Minguses right here on 93.7 FM, America Matters Media. Once again, we out of Reno, Nevada, and I don't know where all y'all listening from. You can get on America Matters Live Facebook page and let us know, but we appreciate you guys in it. But let's get into it.
Hey.
I would like to welcome you to Groovy 2. It's not a blast song. Now how can I start this difficult situation that's gonna part us in two different ways? Yeah, it's hard to say, not that easy to roll it off my tongue, but when the time is come, they say do what your heart feels, but it feels pain. How I hate this hate, and hoping what we have won't be taken as a mistake. We both spent the time to build this, and out of that, it's harder now. We got us a kid. They say it doesn't have to be, but that's the reason to stick around. But if I stick around, you gon' keep feeling down, but not deliberately, by action, by me. I don't be trying to hurt you on purpose. Intention is good, and you know it. But when negative, it's the forefront, it won't show it in the positive light. You say we can't stick together for the better. Still need you in my life every day.
Lady, I brought out this change in my world. I can't take it, so I can't continue.
Now I don't wanna hear what your friends think. They don't know us, only get one half of the story, so they can't show us. Keep them out our business, it ain't a crime to end it unless it's done with cold shoulders. In order to keep this thing civilized, gotta understand my side. Sure, I'm taking in your cries, I'm just looking on the side. I say lies, I say never mention, all it kept secret. And that's what's putting me in the wrong, and I admit that I'm wrong, so I continue to fuss. But how I'm feeling is wrong, I have no right to give up. It's more like letting it go. Don't knock it down, cause we try. Situation ain't ugly, so at least we can supply. Don't twist it that I don't love you deep. My love for you is so real that I can let it go, cause if I don't, it's gonna kill. The way you think about me as a person. Damn, guess I'm the only one that realized it ain't working.
Sorry, lady, I brought out this change in my world. I can't take it, so I can't continue.
So many helpless women with selfish visions, no independence, time for an intervention, time for an intermission, a recess. I put your own detention, demanding respect. Cause pressure bust pipes cannot relieve stress. Dollars be the best, diamonds be VVS. She like the bus fight, leave a mess. She that rough type, but you should see her dress. They love me to death, but hate to see me live. And I don't trust lust, but I think big. And friends last forever, so we forever friends. So stop cutting up and think positive. No more negatives, no more nonsense. You's a grown woman, it's on your conscience. And I'm a grown man with a complex. King Dollar Man, I am not the monster.
Lady, I brought out this change in my world. I can't take it, so I can't continue.
Tomorrow. No, tonight. It's free flowing Fridays. Spick and span, clean comedy. Chopping it up with quality up and coming entertainers on 93.7 FM. I know a lot of y'all probably turning your dials, searching and scrolling past your radio, and you're hearing all this
activity going on.
Yes, we are back. Queued up with the Minguses on Free Flowing Friday on 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And we are having a blessing time because we got people staying up pretty late out there on the East Coast for us, and also some in the Midwest, and also us over here. It's late for somebody.
In the South, baby.
Man, appreciate everybody that's already been doing their thing. If you guys don't understand, we are chopping it up with quality up and coming entertainment. This is a comedy night where we are featuring quality up and coming entertainers
from all across the country.
They funny, you know, and I'm serious. We ain't blowing out no microphones over here. You know, I turned everybody down because
I've been turning mine off.
Right, because last time we was in the red, so I hope everybody can hear us, but it sounds good. I appreciate everybody. And Miss Brenda Brown.
Who's up?
Hey.
Sauce to the city.
That's right. I am so happy. I could not be more proud of my little chickadees out here online giving their funny.
Yeah, they
y'all ready to laugh some more? Yeah, exactly. Y'all ready to laugh some more?
Yes, we are.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
I know everybody in their car is saying, yeah, man. Where's this spot at? Reno Town Mall. Shoot through and bring a burrito.
We're still open.
Okay.
No, you can't bring a burrito.
Oh no, the burrito's closed. Okay, Our Town Pizza. Bring some pizza.
Hey, Joel Teeter, you can come roll with us, man. Come hang out with us. He said Reno is his stomping grounds. Got to support. Thank you very much for the love. You got to come hang with us every Friday.
Yeah. All right. So who we got, Brenda?
You know what? This one he's super funny and he tickles me every time. I don't care how many times I see him, he tickles my fancy. So y'all welcome to the stream, LA Josh Preston.
Yes, Mr. Josh Preston. What's good in the hood? What's good in the hood?
Hello. Hiya.
Hey.
All right, man. I don't want to go to space. That's it. I don't want to go to space. Yeah. Because I got a lot of white friends. And everybody's like, yo, LA, don't you want to go to space? I was like, you know what I would like? I would just like to go into a department store without getting looked at and followed. How about that? Can I get that? That's what I would like in my life. Because I'll be in a department store one time, and here comes some Karen, comes up to him like, hold on, excuse me, may I help you? I'm like, man, JCPenney, you too? Dang. What JC stand for? Just Caucasians? Shoot. I'm going to Burlington. I'm going to Burlington Coat Factory. That's where I'm going. Shoot. We all know Burlington Coat Factory, that is the black spot. That's right. BCF. Blacks come frequently. That's right. Shoot. BCF. Bad credit? Fine. Shoot. BCF. Background check. Forget all that. Come on in. Shoot. It should be called Bootleg Coat Factory. That's what it should be called. You know, someone tried to sell me a bootleg Wu-Tang jacket one time. That's right. And I knew it was bootleg. Because first of all, Wu-Tang, they spelled Wu, W-O-O-O-O-O. I was like, so it was like, Wu-Tang by Ric Flair. I was like, oh, man, Ric Flair is selling bootleg Wu-Tang jackets? What's going on here? I know it's bootleg because, first of all, they didn't have Method Man. They had a man on meth. You know, some white guy with no teeth. They didn't have... They had ODB, they had ODBB, Old Dirty Black Boy. That's what it was, a picture of Flavor Flav. And then on this side, they had a picture of O.J. Simpson. I'm like, why do they got a picture of O.J. Simpson? Oh, Ghostface Killer. I got it. I got that one. I sure did. Yes. Oh my goodness. I was just thinking about the O.J. Simpson thing. I was thinking, can you imagine if the O.J. Simpson trial happened in this day and age? Oh man, just imagine.
Man.
Let me get this straight. A black man stabbed and killed a white woman and got away with it?
Man.
Ooh, there'd be so many Karen stabbings right now. Oh my goodness. They'd be like, they out here barbecuing. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. I like talking about people I don't like. Like, I don't like people that use the word hating. And not because of the word hating, it's just that people use it too loosely. You know, like I had a friend of mine. It was like, yo, LA, they hating on me, man. They hating on me. I was like, why they hating on you? I was like, because I got this brand new car. I was like, you got a brand new car? Wait, look, this dude got a Kia Soul. I'm like, no, man. Ain't nobody hating on you because you driving a Kia Soul. All right, shoot. You can't pick up women in a Kia Soul. Come on, man.
At that you go.
That's right. They can't. You can't. I just don't like Kias. You know, I don't like Kias, the car, nor the women. You know? I dated 3 Kias in my life. I dated a Kia, a Makia, and a La Kia. And they were all Kia car. All right, shoot. I tell you how bad Kias are. DMX had a song called What They Really Want. He named 46 women he was with. Not one of them name was Kia. Not one. He even had a Karen. He had 3 Kims. He even had a girl named Cookie. Met her in an ice cream parlor. You know, they were taping Empire at that time. Some people don't understand that joke. You know, they'd be like, Empire? What's that? Is that When They Strike Back? Is that the one he's talking about? Empire? And who is DMX? Is that a Muslim rapper? Is that what he's talking about? I was like, assalamu alaikum, don't eat the bacon. You know?
And time.
Oh, okay.
Y'all give it up for LA Josh Preston rocking the mic online. How are we doing so far, the Minguses and company? How are they doing?
They're doing
well.
Man,
Everybody's doing well.
Man, I'm pretty sure everybody's sitting at lights right now, just bawling out, wondering what's happening over here. But we having a good time. We're laughing on cue. That's what it say. You know, we laugh on cue with it. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, LA Josh Preston, man. Appreciate you one more again.
Yes.
I appreciate being here, man. Thank y'all for the opportunity. Appreciate it.
Hey, now I'm not gonna skip him because I'll hear about it. LA Josh, if people want to hear more of your kind of funny, tell them where they can find you.
Well, on Facebook, I'm LA Josh Preston. Go ahead and follow me there. And also my where I produce the Real Funny comedy show. So on Facebook, it's the Real Funny, TheRealFunny. Follow me there. And also on Instagram, I'm also there at LA Josh Preston. And that's pretty much it, man. Like I said, I love doing comedy. I'm very excited. Just happy to be
thank you for taking the time out to be here and to make me look like I halfway know what I'm talking about. So that was LA Josh Preston, y'all. Give it up. Follow the voice because we're going to roll right into the next bout of funny with this guy that I found on the internet, or he found me. I'm not sure which one, but it was love at first stream. So y'all put y'all hands together for my boy, Tommy D.
Woo! Hey. You know, you guys on the radio don't have the camera, but I can see the in-studio. Those young guys like Lonzo, man, they make me nostalgic, you know? When I was his age, I was getting the morning wood. Now I can get the morning paper, you know? When I was his age, I had 6-pack abs. I'd wear a tight T-shirt to show them off. I wear a loose T-shirt to camouflage my man boobs. It's just bad getting old, you know? But I got the gray hair and a gray beard. I said, honey, do you think I'm a silver fox? And she said, well, you know, you're kind of handsome, but you're kind of crazy too. I think you're halfway between Silver Fox and Silver Alert. You know, we've been together a long time too. And I tell you, that's different. You know, sex is different at my age. They say it's like fine wine. It just gets better with time. And I'll tell you this, we don't serve a lot of wine in my house. She thinks fine wine should be served for a special occasion like leap year. But I tell you what, there's a lot of changes that go on when you get to be my age. You know, that bedroom wardrobe is kind of wild. First year we were married, boy, she wore a satin nightgown and a smile. Now it's sweatpants and a CPAP machine.
Oh,
I don't know if y'all know this. CPAP stands for constant positive airway pressure, or as I say, consistent protection against penetration. Tell you what, the lighting's a lot different in the bedroom too. You know, remember that first year, boys, lights on. Every time we got busy, bright lights. Only took a few years before I realized dimmer switch is not a dumb idea. You know, so every year we just dim it down a little bit. Pretty soon we're only doing it in the dark. And about a year ago, she changed that game. Now it's only when the power's out. It's okay in Florida. I mean, I look forward to hurricane season now. In fact, Hurricane Milton came through about 2 months ago, and I said, hey, baby, if we lose power, remember the deal? She said, yeah, I remember. So I smiled, and I went outside and put up the shutters, and she went to Home Depot and bought a generator. So that was kind of wild. I don't know. I don't have a watch, but I guess I probably got about 2 minutes left. It don't seem like a lot of time, but I've created human life in less, so here we go. You ever think you're having a bad day? I'll leave you with this story. You're having a bad day, just say, hey, you know what? At least I'm not getting stung in the crotch by angry bees. Because that's what happened to me 2 weekends ago. I was cutting the grass, and I mowed right over a nest of yellow jackets. They flew right up my pant legs and started stinging. And I tell you this, when you got a pants full of yellow jackets, you too can dance like Michael Jackson. Man, I was moonwalking, crotch grabbing, hitting them high notes all at once. Woo-hoo-hoo. It turns out mama say, mama sa, mumaku sa is actually an Australian phrase that roughly translates to, damn, them bees are stinging my crotch.
Careful.
I float up so big and so fast, I could barely get my pants off to free the bees, and I was highly motivated.
Free the bees.
I ran bare butt, hauled butt right into the house, headed right for the freezer. And this is the kind of thing that happens to me so often. My wife is not even phased. She walks in the kitchen. I'm standing there, no pants on, with a bag of frozen peas, and she says, so, how's your day? I tell you what, I turned around to show her. She turned into George Takei. She said, oh, my. Yeah. Just got stung in the junk by a bunch of bees. I'm thinking some Tylenol will ease the pain, and these frozen peas will reduce the inflammation. She says, baby, put the peas in the freezer. This is a special occasion. Took my hand. We hauled right past that dimmer switch. Didn't even turn it down. I tell you what, that changed the game completely. I walked in my bedroom last night. She's wearing satin nightgown and a smile. That CPAP machine is standing on her nightstand. And mine was a big glass jar full of yellow jackets. I don't know how she got him in there, but she was highly motivated. And that's all true story, folks. Thanks for hearing it.
And time. Tommy D is so good. Y'all give him an extra hand. Y'all give him an extra clap it up, okay? Because I feel for you in the yellow jackets. All right, Tommy D, to tell the people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond, if they want more of your kind of funny, where can they find you?
Well, you can find me on Instagram and YouTube at Tommy D Comic, and at Cash App, $ Tommy D Comic. I hope you follow.
Yeah, give it up one more time for Tommy.
Absolutely. How many we got left? One more?
No.
Yeah, because Daryl dropped out. I think something's wrong with his phone, but I'm
wait, he's back. Hold on. We got him in there. He's down at the bottom.
Yeah,
okay.
Right, so
people have called. Every time they call, it do something to the thing.
Man,
I don't answer, but sometimes
I've
I
been
get
putting him on and off like five times already. All right, so we got like 10 minutes. And we got to knock. So I mean, because the commercial's gonna come on, so we're gonna knock this
It'll
out real
cut
quick.
us off.
It'll
Yeah.
cut us off. So we want to get y'all in. Okay, who's next?
Daryl, the real deal. Back to the screen. 5 minutes. Let them have it. Let's go.
Okay, I'm from Gary, Indiana, and where I'm at, it's cold. I don't know where I'm at. I mean, this weather ain't no joke. Sometime if you can see the cold air coming out my mouth, you will swear up and down it was smoke. You probably come ask me for a cigarette or ask me, do I mind if I share? I will have to tell you, man, that wasn't no cigarette I was smoking. That's just some cold air. Cause it get cold where I'm at, man. Sometimes living here, I think I'm insane. But ain't no way in hell I'm moving to Florida where they had them hurricanes. But it looked like it getting colder and colder. Gonna be too cold for me to take. But ain't no way I'm moving to California where they had them earthquake.
Yeah.
And I ain't moving to Hawaii either. Cause that volcano look like it's about to blow. So I decided to stay and deal with this cold weather where the temperature can get 30 below. Where it gets so cold sometimes they call it a national disaster. Where people be dressed up like Eskimos, living like we from Alaska. Big winter coats on, skull cap to come over your face. I don't know if this person dressing for the weather, getting ready to come rob the place. Because you can easily rob a person in the wintertime. You can easily have a gun tucked inside. It's so cold, I took the garbage out the other day and almost like the frozen died. And I hate when I gotta scrape the ice off my windshield. I be hoping that my car clink. And I hate in the wintertime I gotta keep a little more gas in the tank. And I hate when I get stuck in some snow. Nothing I can do. And I hate when my hands, feet, and ears get cold, because when that happens, I'm through. But no matter how cold it get, I somehow feel we got it better. Because between them earthquake, tornadoes, and hurricane and firestorms, I weather deal with this cold weather. That's
Yeah.
it, Pete. I'm talking fast because I'm going to try to squeeze my poems up a minute. Now, this next poem, New Year resolution, I noticed. I don't know if y'all made y'all resolution yet or broke it, but I don't make New Year resolutions no more. Because judging from my past, no matter what that resolution is, big or small, it ain't going to last. I'd be lucky if I stay on it 1 week. 2 weeks the longest I have been. One time I made a New Year resolution, I wasn't no drink alcohol again. One time I made a New Year resolution I was going to join the health club and have a six-pack by the summer. I ended up gaining weight, went from a Pinto to a Hummer. One time I made a New Year resolution I was going to stop cussing and have people get me upset. But soon as I get in my car and start driving, it's like I quickly forget. Especially if somebody cut in front of me or drive in front of me too slow, I'm be silent and cussing them out, telling them where they can go. One time I made a New Year resolution I'm going to stop arguing with people. Just have them believe that they're right. But this one bully always used to try to bully me, and I had to call his bluff and fight. See, my birthday is late in January. So this is what I always say. If I messed up on my New Year resolution, just try again on your birthday. But then when my birthday comes, I messed up again. I keep making this mistake. That's why New Year resolution I just don't make. Because no matter what that resolution is, judging from my past, I don't care if it's big or small, it ain't gonna last. This is my last
Hey.
piece.
Well, actually,
Okay,
we
that's
have
it.
to get in Matt Harris, but y'all give it up for Daryl, the real deal, because I want to snap my fingers because that was cold as ice. Tell the
Yes.
people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond where they can find you if they want more of that kind of comedy.
Well, you can find me. I'm Daryl Brown on Facebook. I'm Daryl the Real Deal Brown on Instagram. And you can call me on that. Plus, you can DarylTheRealDeal.com. That's my website, but that's where you can catch me at.
Right on. Y'all give it up
All
one
right.
more time for Daryl, the real deal. And we
Thank
going to
you.
throw the ball in the air. And welcome to the stream. I'm not even Facebook friends with him yet. Y'all put your hands together for Matt Harris. Yeah.
Thank you. I've been waking up a lot lately, choking and gasping for air. It's not sleep apnea. It's that other thing where my wife tries to suffocate me. Fun fact, if you look up my address on Google Earth and zoom in, you can see my wife with a pillow over my face. It's pretty cool. We have a cat at home that suffers from panic attacks, so the vet prescribed a tranquilizer. It works okay, but it makes me gassy. Last November, I went out to vote, and there was a sign outside the polling place that said, "No campaign materials or clothing allowed inside the polling place." So I stripped naked and now have a court date. It was really cold in there. If I was a cop, I'd attach a harmonica to my breathalyzer. If I owned a zoo, I'd leave the chameleon exhibit empty. I don't know if you all heard about this, but over here in Indiana, somebody was hurt recently at a casino when someone drove off the top of the parking garage and crashed in through the roof of the casino. In related news, my wife no longer drives at night. Something you may not know about my wife, she runs an assisted suicide operation for houseplants. Poor thing, she's worried that she's starting to show signs of schizophrenia. But it's just me standing behind her whispering stuff. I've been struggling to come up with new material lately, and somebody told me I should write about my real life pain and make that funny. So I've been working on some new stuff about inflammatory bowel disease. Nah, it's mostly crap. I'll end it there and save you all some time.
Okay, well, y'all give it up for Matt Harris tickling our funny bone and watching our clock for us. That gets you an automatic invite back, being courteous of the mic. For all the people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond, quickly tell them where they can find you if they want more of your kind of funny.
Matt Harris on Facebook, Matt Harris Tube on YouTube, and Door Matthew on Instagram. It's Door_Matthew.
Hey, y'all give it up one more time for Matt Harris. And y'all give it up one extra special time for the Minguses, who have graciously opened their doors and their radio show to comedy, and especially online comedy. Shout out to the folks live in the studio. You guys are hilarious. And I'm going to give it back to my co-host, the Minguses.
Woo, woo, woo. Thank you so much.
Snap fingers, close doors, do whatever you got to do, man. That's what I'm talking about. But hey, it is coming down to the end of it. And I appreciate everybody from the West Coast to the Midwest to the down South to the East Coast, all over the world, man. This is exciting. I appreciate y'all funny, like Brenda says. And, hey, y'all stay blessed, favor to you, and blessings from the Lord. And just continue to push forward and things like that. You guys are always welcome to come in the queue. Like Brenda said, we are queued up in the mornings from Monday through Friday. My wife and I, we don't like to do the Mondays. Everybody loves Monday segment. We don't do interviews, but on the Talk About It Tuesdays and Hump Days and Wind Up Wednesdays and Thoughtful Thursdays and this Free Flowing Fridays, we love to chop it up with you guys. And you guys can always, chop it up with us.
I mean, if you'd like to get on and have an interview with us in the mornings, I don't like doing interviews on Mondays. We did that once, and I told him no, we don't want to do that again. But we will make special
arrangements. But Lonze came in the morning, and that thing went viral.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? It was like 500.
We will make special arrangements if it's the only day that you have, I will put my sleepy Monday pride to the side and make time, because we really appreciate you all for supporting us, and we are absolutely here to support you. So congratulations to everyone. You guys were extremely funny, and we are so grateful that you graced our airways tonight.
Yeah, and shout out to DJ Slicky.
Woo boo.
Yep, woo boo. Big up. Charlie was a great Mingus. Yep, that's my granddaddy. Big ups. He was the biggest and baddest, and slap you for rattling your ice in the crowd when they playing their jazz. Boy, I tell you, now I wonder why I was slapping people growing up. I got it from him though. All in your
that
ear.
was genetic too.
All in your
The
ear.
pow pow was
was
genetic.
The pow pows. I used to tell my kids, don't let me pull my guns. Don't let me pull my guns. And I put my little flicks out the holsters, and I'll be like, pa and hit them on the knuckles or the back of the head. And I was like, hey, all you have to see is lingo from there. But we appreciate you guys for joining us, man. I wish you guys well. Be safe over the weekend.
Have a wonderful and blessed weekend, guys.
Absolutely. You're going to hear a song called Let's Get Out of Here.
And that's
but
what we're going to
we
do.
love y'all.
I love y'all too.
Thank you.
Hey. Music super dope. Work it out, work it out, work it out. Great job, you guys. Shout out to the online cast. Shout out
Y'all
to
stay
Keep
blessed.
Up with the Minkuses.
That was fun.
Yeah, thanks a lot for the opportunity.
Oh, you guys are still live, and you guys are so welcome. And I'm looking forward to
Well, Mason, I've got to tell you, you're pretty much everything this company is looking for in an entry-level candidate.
Great.
Your resume isn't quite what we're used to, but you've got a fantastic work ethic.
Thank you.
And I'm impressed by how you